You don't have to be a star, baby, to be on this show. You don't have to be a star, baby, but you better be bold. Yeah! Oh man, I tell you this, I feel so good. Listen, hey, Brown on Cleveland inside the Little Hut podcast.
Mhm.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we need people to come inside because I know they're going to come. I mean, they always come, but they need to come right now. So, real quick, again, welcome inside the Little Hut podcast because it's going to get hot. That's why I have my hat on today and my little pom pom because I like to shake my pom poms. But before we get into it, I need to say hello to my number one sponsor. Her name is Aletha Johnson of Dream Team Realty. So guess what? If you're looking for a senior single home, commercial property, new development, they can call Aletha at 216-375-3681. And of course, don't forget about my girl over at Maple Heights. Her name is Angie Marie, and she owns New Beginnings 1111. So if you're looking for t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, tumblers, whatever the case may be, give Angie Marie a call right now at 216-395-7335. And of course, I always got to say hello to my good buddies over in Garfield Heights. And again, I don't know why, because I always talk about them, and sometimes it's not too nice. But hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing?
Hey, hey.
Listen, for people who don't know, they know come 2025, I have three new co-hosts coming inside the Little Hut podcast. I have Daniel Johnson. They call him the Fix It Man. So if there's anything you need to know about cars, automobiles, same thing, right? Yeah, pretty much. And motorcycles, stuff like that, Dan is the man. Then I have Frederica Gates Mays. She's a community activist, and she thinks she knows politics, but I had to school her on that Trump and Kamala Harris race. And then I have Miss Angel A. Washington. She's another one of those Frederica type of individuals who really think she knows some stuff, but probably don't. Welcome inside the Little Hut Podcast. Top five stories inside the hut, and we're going to talk about two and so much more. Your thoughts?
2024. What was his name? The little comedian. He said 2024 was gonna be 24.
Oh, Cat Williams,
Cat
Cat Williams.
Williams. So he got us started. He got us started, and I mean,
Yeah.
2024 ain't stopped.
Cat Williams said that 2024 was going to be the year of the truth. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We're counting down the top five stories. So I want to start off with number six. Number six story had a lot to do with a brother named Joe Hemphill, right here from the city of Cleveland. Joe Hemphill, if you remember, if you watched the Little Hut podcast, he was the cat that came on. He's like very, very aggressive, that type of guy, right? Oh, by the way, I got my hat on because just in case some bull come out the ceiling, I'm covered up my bun, and you need to have a hat on too because I'm gonna throw a lot of at you today. All right, where your hat? Get your hat real quick. Put your hat on. What you doing? Brown on
No.
Cleveland, y'all. I'm trying to get me a new co-host, and she just will not cooperate. I kid you not. So listen, Joe Hemphill was the guy that told Barack Obama, in other words, Barry, that's what they call him, Barry from the hood. He told Bo to sit his ass down. He said that Barack Obama, during the, I don't even want to call it a presidential race. I'm just going to say it was a relay. Yeah, I can say that was a relay.
Oh,
Because Barack Obama, he was very disrespectful, to a lot of black men. What do you say? But that story came in number six. What do you say about it, Brown on Cleveland?
you know, I I, I was kind of with Barack. I know you're gonna be shooting the cannons at me, shooting the guns at me, But I was, I mean, I felt like, a lot of people said that, Barack shouldn't do this to the black men, and black men tired of hearing that. And, he don't say this to nobody else. Well, he can't say it to nobody else. Ain't nobody else. How you going to say it to the white man? How you going to say it to any other man? He can only say it to the black man. Now, did everything he say, was it up, maybe not 100%, but some of it was true.
Barry came off like a clown.
Yeah,
I mean,
Barry
he really
did.
did, because you can say something, but you don't have to offend people. And he really tried to bully the black man. So Joe Hemphill called him out. And by the way, Joe Hemphill is a Dem, but Joe Hemphill let him know is that he needed to come a better way. And Joe Hemphill also told him, listen, he said, I used to shake my pom poms for you. Well, not really pom poms, because men don't shake pom poms,
Yeah.
but or I could say he made his paws for him. But the way Barack Obama showed up and showed out, he was like, nope, don't want you. So, anywho, Barry made a big mistake. And a lot of people are saying Barack Obama was one reason why Kamala Harris lost a lot of votes. You say what? Brown Cleveland.
I think a lot of people were offended by that, and that was one of the reasons why she lost some votes. But I also think that it was a whole lot of other stuff that, like you said, the
Yeah.
relay wasn't quite relaying. So, and we talked about it a lot
No, we
during the
didn't, because I
time
didn't
that it
talk
was.
to you at all, because you was on the other side of the fence, and I just sent you an article where Kamala told the president of the Teamster. Now this came back. She told the president, she said, listen here, Joker, let me tell you something. She says, I am going to win this election with or without you.
Without
And I don't know if she saw the news, but Kamala got her ASS beat. I'm just saying. Yeah.
She did, but it was a whole lot of stuff in the
Okay.
relay, like you said, in the sprint. It was a sprint, like it was a short sprint, and that. I mean, you wasn't gonna win without the
Right.
Teamsters.
Do you realize that people are still making this the number one story today besides that P. Diddy and Jay-Z stuff?
And it's really over. Like, I mean, it's really other stuff that we should be concerned about,
Yeah,
but you know,
we should, because some people can't even put food on their table.
exactly. A lot of people can't put food on their table, and especially after they just went out and splurged on
Oh, I
Christmas.
didn't. Kim Brown spent no money. Point blank period. That's story number 6. Barack made a mistake.
Okay.
Kamala lost. Do you remember Kiana Belcher?
Yep, I remember her.
We brought Kiana Belcher here to the city of Cleveland from Dalton, Illinois. What do you know about
Hmm.
Kiana Belcher? She made the news.
Well, I know one thing. She was dynamic, and when she came and spoke with us at the event that you hosted, and it was just good to see somebody standing up
Okay.
for their
Yeah,
city.
Kiana Belcher came to the city of Cleveland, and she told us, and she didn't have to tell us because it's all over the news, that they have the
Mm.
worst mayor in the history of the United States of America. And that's that damn Tiffany Henyard, who in fact may be going to jail soon. Yeah, RICO charges.
Well, they taking a long time because the way she been acting up. I mean, I got introduced to her from you, watching about her, and did my own research. And I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame. But Kiana Belcher, she don't
No,
hold back. I know
no.
that she don't hold back. If anybody ain't watched one of those meetings, boy, that's something to watch. I couldn't believe it was a real
Yeah, do you
thing.
know when I had Kiana Belcher on a Little Hut podcast, do you know some people from Dalton, Illinois and Chicago, Illinois tried to jump on your girl? I said, hold up, listen. What y'all do in Chicago, Chi-Town, y'all don't want none of this over here in Cleveland. You really don't. But
But what was they trying to jump on you
they said,
about? That you
no, they
was
said that I was a little rough on Kiana because I asked questions. And my
But Kiana can hold
and
her
she held
own.
her own, darn tootin'. Kiana said right here, right? In the hut,
Hmm.
right? And she handled herself, but Kiana got a lot of supporters out there. They
Yeah.
were asking her, "Who
But
is that woman?" I said, "Unbelievable."
I know, but Kiana ain't scared. She came into the little hut. She did,
Yeah. A lot of people are afraid to come into the hut. So I commend Kiana Belcher. But Kiana Belcher, she actually brought me a lot of subscribers from Chicago and Dalton. So of course I got to give her some of this. Show enough because she wasn't afraid to come inside the little hut. But listen, those are stories 4 and 5. You know, we got 3 and 2, and we got the number one story. And I must credit this. Let me say this. There's a lady. Remember that lady who called me uh, a black ASS BITCH?
Where my sunglasses at? Look, I'm like, where my
Well, listen,
sunglasses at?
had it not been for her, the Little Hut podcast would not be booming. So I think I owe this clown at least $2.50. But if you guys forgot who she is, we're gonna talk about her come Monday because it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be epic. It's gonna be off the chain.
Oh, the
Yeah,
shiggity
so
shack.
she's gonna have a damn connection, but I don't care. But listen, I saw the other day, and this is not even a story because he didn't make the numbers. What's going on with Bashir Jones, Brown on Cleveland?
You tell me. He got his feet in the sand. He all over social media like, yeah, like he ain't like, I don't
But didn't
know.
he? But
I
didn't he plead? But didn't he
I
plead guilty?
yeah, pleaded guilty. Charges from the DOJ, FBI, all
And he's supposed to get sentenced on April 1st. That's April
yeah,
Fool's Day,
April Fool's
right?
Day. I know April Fool's Day. Ain't that's kind of
Well, you
cliche,
know,
huh?
one thing I can say about Bashir Jones is this: whatever the brother is going through, he got his shoes off, he got them nasty toes in the water, and he talking about he just having a real good time. I just don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, I guess if you
Yeah,
know, hey, he plead guilty. He gonna take his time or take his punishment, but I guess he figured why hide now?
and
I'm
he's
out
taking it
here
like a man.
taking it like a man. So I guess we can make that little noise. Yeah, that little yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm not listening. I'm not a hater. I pray for the young man, but I have to agree.
Yeah,
I guess you kind of feel like, whatever it's going to be, it's just going to be.
it's gonna
And
be.
it's
So
all up to me.
I mean, either he can hide or he can just keep living his
And I
life.
say,
So
keep living your life. You know what? But I
right.
had a nightmare though. I was
Oh
thinking
God.
about him the other day. I just couldn't understand it. And I dreamt that I said when he come out of jail, if he goes, he gonna come out like Malcolm X. He may
Oh
have
God.
red hair. He gonna have those glasses on.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh Lord
Look,
have mercy.
I mean, I don't know. It's a couple ways you can come out. I'm praying that's the way he come out.
Ah,
And that's
that's
it. I
that's
ain't got
not that's
that's
not
it.
okay. We're gonna leave that alone. Let's see what else is going on. 2025, another hot story. Cleveland election. We
Oh
got the
boy.
mayor's race.
We got the mayor's race. We got the redistricting of the
Mm-hmm.
wards
Mm-hmm.
with the new
Yep.
maps.
And you know what?
And that had to happen
17,
quicker than they thought it was gonna have to
17 to
happen.
15.
So 17 to 15.
Is there anybody on city council that you don't want to see there? Don't be scared. Ronald Cleveland.
Well,
I don't
I
want Deborah Gray there. Show don't.
oh,
Show don't, because
you
she's a
don't?
bully. She tried to bully me. She bumped into me. I almost fell down, hit my head. Show did. So I kind of feel like this, hey,
She'll be
I
she'll
feel
be over the new Ward
well, she ain't gonna
3.
be over nothing. Cause Kimberly Brown gonna drop 100,000 newspapers to tell everybody what she did to me. So I'm gonna tell all them
Mm.
people downtown Cleveland that she a little jazzy and she'll bump into them and try to knock people down. And keep in mind, I am a senior citizen.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I'm almost 100 years old. So
No, I knew you was gonna say that. You are not
when
almost
you're over
100
50,
years
when you
old.
go over 50, you're closer to 100.
Well, I guess when you round it up, if you round it up.
Brown on Cleveland.
So It's a lot in the city of Cleveland redistricting. We got the whole little spat with Blaine Griffin and Rebecca Moore,
That's
and
not a spat. She came for Blaine,
and
and Blaine responded.
and Blaine responded, and I love how he responded. What I love the most
What?
about it is how he came down off of his seat to the floor to respond to
No,
her.
no, he didn't. Blaine came down from the king's throne and decided
Yeah,
to sit amongst the peasants,
and
and he
respond.
addressed her.
Yeah, that was interesting. And Jenny Spencer, she bowed out gracefully. So that helped out the process a little
Not
bit.
really, because you got other people who are still run. So, real quick, I'm going to
Mhm.
start some mess. That's why I got my hat on today. If there was a race
Okay.
between Anthony Harrison and Michael Polisic, who would you support? Who would you shake your pom poms for? And you cannot say I abstain. You can't say I'm going to ignore. You got a choice: Anthony Harrison or Mike Polisic.
Well, I'm currently in Mike
It
Polisic's
doesn't do
ward.
anything.
I rock with Polisic. I know. But I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I really don't know, Kim. I don't know. You putting me on the hot
I'm
seat.
gonna ask again. Y'all see, this is why I don't like people coming inside the hut, cause the hut, you just
See,
gotta
she
be
don't
you
like
gotta
it.
be honest. You know, between Anthony Harrison and Mike Polisic, who would you want to see in city council?
you know, that's a hard one for me, Kim. That's a hard one for me. It's a hard one for me.
Chicken. All right.
Yeah.
Richard
Yeah. See,
Starr, Richard,
she trying to get me on the hot
Richard
seat.
Starr and Rebecca Moore. Who would you want to see?
Well, I'm gonna have to say Richard Starr because of the community. He out there with the community. He got them people, them his people,
She's
them his
out there
people.
too.
Yeah, she is, but the way that they drew the lines now,
Well, everybody gonna get a slice of something.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, point blank.
yeah,
Period. I mean, you can ask me the same question. Polisic or Anthony Harrison. I'm going with Mike. Show enough, show
yeah.
enough, show enough. One, because he's been there. He ought to be running for mayor though. But one, because he's been there,
That's what he
honestly.
should be
But number
doing.
two, if you do a cross comparison with both of those wards, Mike's ward looked way better than Anthony's ward. Way better. If you go,
But the
it doesn't
demographics are
matter. It doesn't
different.
matter. It's the mindset. It's about who's doing the job. You see, Mike is not engulfed in politics. He's engulfed into the community. Harrison, he more concerned about who's gonna get a seat. Hell, these seats
Yeah,
don't belong to y'all. These seats belong to the people. So if you get in a seat because you want to engage in politics, I don't want you. If you get a seat and you engage in the community, I want you and I want to keep you. So I got to go with Mike. Sorry, I ain't afraid to say it.
yeah.
That's
I
probably
don't know.
why. That's probably why a lot of people don't like me.
I don't know what Mike gonna do though.
Mike should run. Mike should
I'm
run for
worried.
mayor, and a lady named
Yep.
Angel Washington
Should
should
run
run for
for
city
city
council.
council,
Cause
huh?
see, she ran for the state seat, and it was a great race. Elliot Forham, Eric Sonnenberg, Angel Washington. You guys ran an epic race. It was positive. It was outside people who brought in that shiggity boo, that mess, but you guys did an awesome job. And I had all three of you characters inside the hut. And
We all
all
came to
came.
the hub. We
And you
wasn't
guys
scared.
weren't scared. Everybody else runs. Everybody else run. They talk
Mhm.
a good game, but when it comes down to the hut, they run. Like that guy over in Highland Hills, the mayor. What's his name? Booker. Yeah, Michael Booker.
Highland
Yeah,
Hills,
Michael Booker was
Michael
talking all that
Booker.
crazy stuff when we did the Filthy Neighborhood series, and he was talking about, I'll meet you anytime, any place. I said, come to the hut. Oh, ain't heard from Michael Booker. And I saw him at the Labor Day parade, so you know I had to go speak to him.
So yeah, when he coming on?
He's not coming on. He's no longer invited. He had his chance, but he ran.
Yeah. See, people don't understand them invites don't last
No.
forever.
You only get one invite from me. When you don't come,
One
that's it.
invite. Oh, and don't not
Oh
show
no,
up.
you
Don't get invited and don't
yeah,
show
Brown
up.
on Cleveland. So listen, Top five stories 2020, 2024. It's great. Obama got his handed to him. Kamala looking real crazy right about now. I don't know what she gonna do. She talking about she gonna run again. No, you ain't gonna run again. You gonna sit your butt down and you gonna go get you a job cleaning some apartment buildings and some commercial buildings, and you just gonna stay out the way. Kiana got a re-election coming up, and I know she gonna win. I'm on my way down to Dalton, Illinois, because you know she needs my help. And Jim Hemphill, he's somewhere just shaking his paws because he told off everybody. But he was bold enough to come into the hut, and he contacted me and he says, "Listen, Miss Brown, I got something I want to say." And he said it, and he made my YouTube rate go up. My subscribers went up, all because of Joe Hemphill. So I got to give him some. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. So listen,
What about, did we talk about the actual mayor's race?
what about it? I know Garfield got a
Well,
race, and that's
well, Cleveland got one too, and I saw an article on Signal
ah,
that Gore is throwing her.
no, we do not mention mayoral candidates on this show. No, ma'am. No, no, no. We got to wait till everybody jump into the race.
Okay, so that's gonna be a long time.
All right. Who are you going to say? Who? Okay.
Gore.
Well, here's my choice. Here's my choice. This is who I want to see. I want to see Mike Palenzi. I want to see Nina Turner. And I want to see Blaine Griffin take on Justin Bibb. Blaine Griffin, Nina Turner, or Mike Palenzi. I think that those three would give Bibb a run.
That would be a hell of a race.
His money.
That would be a hell of a race, and that would be a lot of money.
And I'm not knocking this lady right here. She on the wall. But I remember when I ran for mayor, 2009, and Frank Jackson was the whale, and it was like we were the minnows. I beat Laverne. Showing up did. And the numbers, I did. You know what I'm saying? So, hell, I may decide to run for mayor. I haven't decided, but I'm thinking about tossing my hat.
I know you still got all your stuff. I know you still got your banners and everything.
Yeah, you've been inside the hut, darn tootin'. And I still got them old articles by the plain dealer. But let me tell you something real quick, because we got to go. When I was running for the mayor of the city of Cleveland, the Scene magazine wrote an article about me, right? When I lost bad. We all lost bad because, Frank was the man. They going to say this. Kimberly Brown, I suggest you don't go out and buy your dress for your ceremony because it ain't going to happen this time. I said, oh. Man, they laughed. They laughed at me so bad. And here's the funnier part. Every time, like, one of my family members get mad with me, you know how people get mad with you and they try to punch you? First thing they say is this. That's why you ain't win for mayor. But that's why I got a hut and 3 damn cars and a Lamborghini in the driveway. They need to be mayor. Because I got stuff.
But that's why you also, I mean, you ran though. That's you
like,
did
what
it.
You do?
You know how much effort it takes to run for office. Running for office is not for the meek.
Let me tell you something. My niece, this is so funny. My niece, we was at my mom's house, right? Back in the day. My niece, 6 years old. This is what she gonna say. Auntie, that's why you ain't win for mayor. First thing I did was look at her parents.
Right. What y'all be talking about at home?
I'm like, listen, if that's the best thing y'all got on Kimberly Brown, you ain't got much. Brown. That damn brown on Cleveland. I'm out. I gotta go. Say your goodbyes, because I gotta get up out of here. I'm done.
All right.
You gotta do more than that.
2024 in the hut.
Listen, we got the top 5 stories coming up on Monday. Somebody better call that old senator and tell her, damn right. Thank you for starting the little hut. We ain't even mad at you, not at all. But listen, I'm glad I got my hat on. I may wake up, she may be pounding on the door. Well, remember, she called my house a hole in the wall, so okay. I don't know. The walls fall down, the roof. I don't know what she's talking about. Don't make no damn sense. But listen, as I say each and every podcast, I know, Angel, listen, they don't like me and they're not going to like you either. But real talk, I don't like them either. I show enough don't, show enough don't. But listen, call me if you need me, but don't talk about me because, I talk about your back, and that is a fact, right? Show enough, show enough. You don't have to be a star to be on this show. You ain't got to be a star, Angel, but what? Y'all, she done messed up. She was supposed to say,
I was supposed to
she was
say my
supposed to say,
part.
but you better be bold. Oh, y'all,
You got to be bold to come into the little hut.
yellow bus, helmet.
Oh,
That's my
God.
car.
Nah,
That's my car. I don't know. Say goodbye, Angel.
Goodbye, good people. Monday, it all goes down.
Top 5 stories. Be sure to catch us inside the Lentil Hut Pod.